Oh, you're getting it all over yourself. What if they have giant napkins?
You would if you would start doing something.
He's so happy.
Look at that noob not even knowing how to stand.
Wait, is that Eren? Yeah. Yeah! Who called it? This? Or was it has two thumbs and called that? This one right here? It's probably the sexiest Titan, honestly.
Oh, it's very low bar.
Man, he grew up fast. Assuming they all start off as the babies.
I don't know why it took him so long to find her.
It just looks so funny. I still feel like dancing. I totally called this. Well, up until this point, you guys didn't know about those other stupid Titans. So, I mean, like, why is this a surprise?
Well, they certainly knew.
What is that? Arms? What is he doing?
It's appropriate.
What? But you can't...
It's like this. It's very simple. That was good. No.
Wait. I called it. Oh my god. I was just joking about that too. I was like, it would just be really funny if that happened. And then it happened. And it's like, it was a good episode.
I don't know that I liked it as much as previous two, but it wasn't bad. It was still good. It was still good.
I'd probably put it on the same bar as the previous one in terms of like overall
maybe.
quality.
Probably.
I think so far that fifth one was probably just, I feel weird saying that was the best one because was it
Which one?
really the fifth one? That's
one?
where Eren dies.
Yeah, I mean that was probably.
Maybe it's not the best one. It's just the most shock factor one. I mean, with Eren as the Titan here, it's not really that much of a shock factor because one, I already knew he was a Titan.
Well, that was also the one
and
where
two, I already kind of predicted this.
Pause. That was the one where he did the whole inspirational speech shit, right? And then, where he backed the one guy into the wall and he was all like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that episode was good for that reason too. It also showed Eren's like, or was no, that was also 4. I don't know. I think I liked 4/5. One of those was a better one for me.
Yeah.
This is good. I like the Mikasa maturation. How she. First of all, I like that that they didn't play the just stupid like paralyzed with shock card. That is also very common in anime, where somebody find like it would have been very easy and very stereotypical to play the Mikasa finding out that Eren died thing.
I mean, she kind of did. It just didn't last that long.
Exactly, it didn't last long, but it was also very.
It sort of kind of did because then it happened later when that one really ugly fat Titan came.
No, but I mean, really, she had like a moment, and then she still composed herself enough to actually jump into action.
I know, but I feel like that. Because it's like, I don't know, I wouldn't put that in the same boat because it's like suppressing all of these emotions, and I feel like that was in a bit of denial sort of state.
I'm not saying it was a good way to deal with it. I'm saying that this isn't the stereotypical way that anime usually does scenes like this.
Yeah, that's true. But
that's the whole point, is that it's good writing, not necessarily that it's good character action. But I liked how she matured afterward, or not matured, but it kind of is. It's an accruement of what it's
they did a nice job writing the progression from her finding out, and then just they do a really good job with her. I feel showing just her mind and her going through different things and just having the audience kind of go along with her. They did that with the last episode too, and I think it's interesting. I like it. I think they did a pretty good job, and it's nice to dive into a character's aspects and so deep too. Usually these are down to like your innermost thoughts, things that are much heavier and not usually so shown off and
so explored.
explored in shows. So it's an interesting approach to see, and I kind of like it.
But it was good that she had the whole, wow, I just motivated these people to go into this battle, and then I failed to actually
she realized that.
Yes.
I was kind of surprised about that too.
One of those noticeably gaining a little bit of wisdom in life, and that's good to see.
Yeah. I think at this point she's probably my favorite character.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Yeah.
Eren is he's I don't know if I'm decided between her and Eren right now, because Eren showed a lot.
I don't know enough.
Agreed.
About Eren.
Agreed.
These past 2 episodes showed you so much about her that, I mean, it kind of makes sense that you would kind of lean more towards her.
Admittedly, the previous episode did show, it was like half and half, because it was a lot of Eren flashback in that.
Yeah, there was.
But that said, I think the one thing with Eren is that, I don't know, one of the people that commented said he has like a
black and white.
Black and white world view of things, and if that's accurate, then I might end up liking Mikasa more, just because I don't like it when people think in a black and white manner. But at the same time, the black and whiteness that he has isn't exactly a particularly bad one. It's categorizing, sufficiently unethical people as being essentially worthy of being put down, and I'm okay with that. So long as he has enough finesse to distinguish between that and just minor wrongdoing, which he seems to be able to.
I feel like that would go in the gray, though.
No, it is. And that's why I also think that's why I said that if it's accurate, because I don't necessarily see yet evidence of him being truly black and white morality.
Well, I mean, really, we haven't seen that much of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
I kind of hope they do dive more into his backstory. And then another thing I wanted to mention, actually, I was thinking about this the other day, that they haven't showed that whole...
Onwards.
They hadn't shown that whole scene, not scene, but the thing with the dad, where they had the whole importance of the key.
Oh, the key to the basement.
The basement. And then the dad drugging him or something. He had like something that he considered a dream.
Yeah,
a dream. And it's like that wasn't touched. I'm assuming they would have to go back to that because they made it a little bit of a big deal.
That's what I would expect to see at this point.
But I don't really know how that would go about and work, because Eren is now a Titan. We don't know where the key is, and if he was wearing it at the time, that'd be a little bit unfortunate.
I also know things that touch on this, but that's okay. I'm not going to say anything one way or another. Well, on that note, though, if we didn't know that Eren was a Titan, there wasn't really any reason to think that this Titan that showed up was Eren.
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't seen anything. The hair is it
looked a lot like his hair.
It's a mop, but Eren's hair. Eren has short hair. It's like short. It's shorter than mine.
If you look at the other Titan's hair,
yes,
they're usually like really, really short.
Yes, they're like
or like shoulder or longer.
Yes,
or bald. I think there was some bald.
I mean, look. It's clearly a very distinct Titan.
Well, but I mean the hair itself, not the rest of it. Just we're talking about the hair itself.
That's fine, but all of the parts. Either way, the point is.
I still like how they drew that, though. That was really funny. I couldn't help but laugh because like they so emphasized the strain on like his muscles and everything, so you get like these just jagged, cell-shaded lines. Because I mean, aside from the fact that he was like super muscular and like just so vastly body shape different from the rest of them, just the way that they drew his muscles compared to like when other Titans are moving and stuff, they usually use like more curves and like rounds and don't really accentuate the muscle.
Because they're all either like chubby or they're fucking like emaciated looking.
Oh, I know, but like this seems like over exaggerated. With the jagged.
Lines. he had more abdominal he had more abs than.
No, it wasn't just the abs. It was every muscle.
Yes, it was every muscle. But I'm saying it's a perfect example. Like he has more abs than a normal human being has. That's just so like humans don't have like 5 fucking they don't have 10 packs. It doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure that's how many. I didn't try to count.
I thought that was funny that they chose to do that.
But the point I was trying to get at is that I think that was well done, because besides like a couple of things that might make you wonder,
I think that would bring up the idea that could be him, but so far there hasn't been anything to really prove. Yeah,
there's no reason to think at this point in time, if you're watching the show and you don't know spoilers, that Eren was going to turn into a Titan, that anyone's going to turn into a Titan, and so you don't you would just be like, okay, what's this new thing that they introduced?
What's kind of funny though is that apparently there are multiple different sized of. I mean, aside from just like the normal big ones and then the normal little ones that I'm assuming are still the feces children. And then you have the supermassive giant one, the colossal titan, and then apparently there's also this other one that was Eren size.
Oh.
Because they're like, oh look, there's this size. I forget.
They class them just by their height.
Yeah, no, but
so
I didn't
like
know that there was.
I
didn't know that there was different heights. So.
Yeah, well.
That was interesting.
That was less. That was less obvious in previous scenes that they've shown. Besides the fact that every once in a while they show a lot of Titans at the same time, either like as they pan over them and like in the opening or whatever, and like a couple of shots. Besides that, there aren't that many scenes that actually show enough Titans side by side that you can never really tell. Oh, okay, there's really short ones and there's. But that's interesting.
Well, some of them look kind of like different size, but not so dramatically.
Yes.
And still be like considered a normal Titan.
Yeah, because like they're referring to like 4 to 5 meter tall ones, and that's like twice to maybe 3 times the size of a typical person, depending on the person's size. So, well, no, because a person's usually not. It's very rare that I don't think there's really that many people. 2 meters is like max person record, probably.
2 meters is like 6 feet.
Yeah. So, well, okay, so that's not like the max record. You're right.
Max record is probably 3 meters.
Yeah, yeah. So we're back to the point of to like 2 to 3 times bigger than a normal person, and we haven't seen that many of those, but they reference them, and if you look back at like various scenes, it does make sense that they would have them because they showed some that looked like that, but just never focused on them. Anyway, but from the not having spoiler perspective, I just thought that was a good move they did. They showed this thing without yet revealing anything about it. It just pops up and it starts smashing fucking other Titans.
Yeah, but I feel like that was rather quick. How long ago in the timeline was this? Isn't this still the same day?
Yeah, this is the same day. I mean, like maybe it's like a couple hours.
He was shut out quick, man.
If he got shut out.
Well, how else would he have gotten out? I do want to know a bit more about Armin and his parents and how they were magically allowed to leave.
Yeah, because they were planning to go outside the walls, and that was never brought up how that came out. Like, that was just the thing that he mentioned once upon a time. Like, he was telling Eren.
Yeah, like, don't tell anyone, but my parents, they're gonna get out.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they died.
And it's like, apparently, the freaking, king himself.
Or did they die?
Oh, no, but
you don't know for sure if they actually got out of the wall. How would you ever know?
Why would they leave the kid? There might be reasons.
Because there's Titans out there. They don't want their son to be eaten.
This is actually very logical. He clearly doesn't handle Titan stressors very well.
What if his parents were Titans? What if he sees them sometime later and he recognizes them? I don't think that's going to happen. Then again, I didn't really think the Eren fighting other Titans thing was going to happen. So I'm calling this now if that happens.
Only conditionally. If it happens, she called it. If it didn't, she never did.
Yeah, if we didn't. Oh, Potato Girl was back.
Yeah, Potato Girl was actually trying to motivate people. Unlike that one fracker with the gray hair, just sitting there. No,
because he's like, I don't want to die, and he wanted to be in the castle walls or something.
Yeah, no, I mean, but one thing. Well,
where's her girlfriend?
I liked what the gray hair guy. I don't know. I liked what the gray hair guy did when he saw Mikasa try to motivate people, and since Mikasa did it by insulting everyone, he was like, "Well, shit, she clearly doesn't know how to do this right. Yeah. Let me chip in here," which was good. It worked out. But then
I still love how he thinks that her and Eren were a couple.
Well, now that we know that
and it's not as
related,
funny,
it's actually feasible. But
yeah, it's not as funny than if they were related. I feel.
Yeah. But anyway, besides that, I didn't like how they all then just kind of sat around and watched as some of their comrades got eaten. But it's understandable. It's understandable at this point because everyone's freaking.
You have no morale and
there's no morale. Your resource as far as the gas, like people are running out left and right.
This sounds like we're talking about a video game right now. There's no morale. There's no resources. What do we do?
Yeah, I think we've talked this to death.
Yeah. All right.
It's understandable why they didn't do anything. Just it would have been nice if somebody had tried, but it's like, No, 2 people did try, and then they died.
All right. So that's it for this episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.